Hello and good evening. I am Shruti Kamath Dalal and you are watching Goa 365. Our headlines at the hour. Journalist Gherao police allege political protection to killer of photojournalist Sushant. Donapal residents determined to oppose IT habitat. Brazilian samba dancers to pep up Goan carnival. And we also have Goa this week. Now the news in detail. Journalists from the capital city yesterday gherao senior police officers over the delay in tracing the vehicle involved in the accident that claimed the life of photojournalist Sushant Naik. Journalists were agitated over reports that the police had impounded a vehicle on suspicion and the vehicle subsequently mysteriously disappeared from the presence of the police headquarters. Demanding answers, they gherao Deputy Superintendent of Police Mohan Naik. Goa Union of Journalists President Sunita Prabhugaonkar, while asserting that the police knew everything, asserted that they would not let them go.
They knew it very well. Please admit it that you knew it.
आणि आगे चलना
Journalists demanded to know how the vehicle could disappear and also sought to know if the police had prepared any report of the damage visible on the vehicle.
Was the car brought under suspicion? No. Yeah. It was brought under suspicion. Yeah. Right or wrong? Yeah. It was brought under suspicion.
Yeah, you are right.
Your suspicion was removed, so you allowed that car to go. Did you conduct an inquiry? Why your PI has to make him focus? You brought that vehicle under suspicion. Did you do Panjrama? You have no records to show even that it was stored in the diary. Why your PI of the station calls Mahindra people to inquire about the repairs? What interest do the police have in it?
Late Sushant's father Sunil Naik, a photojournalist in Goa, and brother Sumit Naik, a Bombay-based journalist, also arrived at the police station, and Sumit got Mohan Naik to admit to the police negligence in not collecting vital evidence from the accident site.
But whatever it is, even if it's the smallest of the smallest part, can sometimes prove as a clue and a bigger clue. Isn't it a negligence on the part of the police department to leave it as it is? Yes or no?
The vehicle was traced at the Mahindra garage and the in charge of the garage was summoned to the police, who admitted that he had received a call from the owner's brother informing that his vehicle had broken down near the police station and further admitted that his team towed the vehicle from there. Journalists were agitated once again when in charge informed that it takes 20 minutes to ready a vehicle for towing and demanded to know how none of the police personnel noticed it. The garage in charge also confessed that Police Inspector Serafin Dias had called him at 6:36 in the evening.
He called me and asked me whether this number vehicle has come to your workshop.
What time was it? Please tell us.
Yeah.
You will show up the time.
The first call, the 6:36. 6:36 when the BB.
Police Inspector Serafin, who was not at the police station, was taken to task upon his arrival. It was alleged that the police inspector had allowed the vehicle to be towed away under political pressure.
Vehicle'चो owner Francis Silveraच्या भावाच्या
The agitation against the IT habitat at Donapaula is gaining momentum, with the residents of the area coming together under the banner of Citizens of Donapaula Against IT Park. Interacting with media persons yesterday, Anand Madgaonkar asserted that the IT habitat was not in the interest of the people of Goa and pointed out that they have been agitating against the project since 2005. While terming the project a land scam, he said the CLP decision left them no option but to agitate.
We have decided now that since the Chief Minister also has announced that at the party meeting they have decided to go ahead with the IT park, we have no choice but to start an agitation in our area as citizens to oppose this IT park. In fact, a land scam in the name of an IT park. 79% of the area has been given to real estate companies.
Mr. Madgaonkar also dismissed the government's argument that the IT habitat would provide employment and referred to the current situation at the industrial estates.
You have seen it before, you have seen it for industrial estates. They said Goa requires employment, so we are going to give jobs to the locals. Go to any industrial estate, you will find 80% of the jobs are with people from outside the state. Then
he also demanded an inquiry into the reported rupees 50 crores spent on creating the infrastructure at the habitat, and also how the land was allotted to the parties, of which 14 companies were real estate developers.
50 crores are supposed to have been spent on infrastructure. If you go there and see just the roads are ready, there is nothing else done. So where has this 50 crores gone? I think it is necessary for an inquiry to be done by the CBI from the judiciary.
Jason Fernandez, another resident of the area, while dismissing the charge that the opponents to the project were landlords who were not adequately compensated for the land, pointed out that the government was actually displacing traditional occupations from the area.
If we don't have these sorts of practice, what will ensure is that we're giving employment to some people and taking employment away and pushing them into poverty for other people.
Colin Curry, yet another resident of the area, revealed that they had proposed a joggers park and gymnasium at the site. He also accused the government of misleading them, as they were promised that only major IT companies would set up shop at the place.
Mr. Narvekar, who was there, we had a meeting with him, and the assurances that he gave us at that time were very, very clear. He said to us there would be companies like Wipro, Satyam, Infosys who would be coming in here. These are large players in the IT field in the market.
Captain Leo Lobo, one of the first residents of Donapal Plateau, warned of flooding during the monsoon as the drainage system set up at the site was done without proper application of mind.
They have made no environment impact study. They have connected, channeled all the water in the whole IT park into one single drainage, into a single drains, which is supposed to come down to the Nagali Hills Valley. And the whole drain is being diverted down to the Taligaon village.
Pradeep Nagwinkar questioned the government's sincerity over its promise of employment by pointing out its failure on other fronts.
आमचे गोंयचे प्री एम्प्लॉयमेंटातले भुरगे आज रस्त्यार पासून आयले तांकां पासून ते एब्जॉर्व करूं शकनात तेन्ना खंयच्यान हाडटले 80% जॉब आमच्या गोंयकारांक. हांव उलयता त्या गरीब भावाचे, जे गरीब भाव आमचे सादे कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट सोसायटी कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट वर्कर म्हणून काम करता गोंयभर, तांकां जर एब्जॉर्व करूं शकना जाल्यार 80% जॉब खंयच्यान हाडटलो कामत सरकार.
Replying to a question regarding Chief Minister Digambar Kamat's willingness to discuss the issue with them, Colin Curry stated their stand.
Before we go in for any presentations or anything with the Chief Minister or the government authorities, we would like to see all paperwork that has cleared this project, how it has been allotted to these particular people, and on what grounds the government says that they will create this many jobs. Once that is given to us, then we are willing to go ahead and meet with the government.
He also summed up the mood of the residents when he declared,
the point that we are trying to make here at the end of the day is that we have no more faith and trust in the government. Therefore, we want this project scrapped.
We have Goa this week coming up after the break.